Got it.
Monday.
Good morning, everybody. How
Cheers.
are we? Happy Monday. And we're
Cheers,
gonna
y'all.
do coffee and cannabis this morning. We have Uncle Rick in the house today. Good morning, good morning. 311.
Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny and Buds.
Cheers.
So glad y'all can join this morning. And cheers, chat. We have some news articles, and I'm going to be making some ranch dressing and cheese sticks, y'all.
So sit right back, pour another cup of coffee, get on a talk chat, back into live chat, and a Mountain Dew. Good morning, everybody.
This is the fam.
Right, Bees is missing that man. Good to do.
MIA?
Yeah, but he'll be back soon, I'm sure. So what are we smoking on this morning? Johnny, what do you got? What are you tasting on?
It's becoming one of my favorites. It gets better and better each time. It's that Dracary's Bubba Kush crossed with GG4. And this one to me has got the Bubba Kush pheno more. So it's got a good. This is my ripper. This one, even though I'm supposed to be working out in the garden after this show, I'll probably go take a 2-hour nap first because it's that good.
Good morning, high and tight. Benny Ben, Cheddar Bob, Seth. Good to see everybody this morning.
Good morning. What was that you put up there, 311?
This is GTO from High Tight that I still kept around. You know, I still kept around for a little bit. You can see my wife got into about half of it.
Hey,
so I'm gonna smoke some of it this morning. And then this is white Durban. Pick some of this white Durban up. So, and it actually really tastes really good. It's got the Durban licorice to it and a little tropical to it, but nothing beats this rosin. I mean, this stuff will kick you in the poo-poo in the morning.
Okay, so is Cheddar Bob already fucking with me, or can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, so he's fucking with me.
Your RSO hasn't wore off enough yet to know that he's fucking with you, huh?
Fuck you too, Cheddar Bob. Fuck.
Strike one.
So anyway, what are you smoking on this morning, Rick?
Well, thank you for asking. We're going with the Grape Ape this morning. I'm looking forward to this one. I was in not a rut, but I was smoking the same thing for almost a week, and thought, geez, I better change my players' positions here. And so we brought Grape Ape to the front of the roster, and we're gonna go with that. Do you notice those 311 and Caribou? You notice those references to baseball there? And let's see, 311. What are you smoking on this morning, sir?
I'm actually smoking on some dabs this morning, and I'm gonna finish it off with some lemon Jeffrey that I just harvested. And cured up.
Oh my!
Go ahead.
Well,
the lemon. Yeah.
No, it's your turn. 311, please.
Oh, it's all good. I just harvested lemon Jeffrey just side by side to Jack the Ripper. So I just harvest both of them the same time, right next to each other. I let them go 10 weeks. Come to find out, this thing's a tried and true. I mean, I've ran this about 5, 6, 8 times through my garden. I really enjoy lemon Jeffrey. This is just a small nugget. The bigger pieces are downstairs. If you top it right around the 5th node and you let her get up a little bit bigger, and then you top it one more time, and then I wait 2 more weeks and then send lemon Jeffrey in the flower, that kind of knocks down her stretch a little bit, because the first 2 weeks I'll kind of give her a couple twists on those 4 or 5 that are coming up. and she stays kind of squat, and then she just fills out. The Jack the Ripper's kind of the same way. I enjoy it. It's just it's more of a lighter, fluffier nugget when it's done. They both have similar smells. It's just this one has like a more of a lemon meringue, like a lemon meringue pie, lemon cleaner. And then the Jack the Ripper has more of that Jack Herrera, like the spicing with the lemon. So it's all personal preference there. But this stuff is banger. I mean, I really like the lemon Jeffrey. It'll never leave the garden.
Yeah, I'm in the process of, well, gee whiz, I think I'm on day 59, right? Well, let me do it another way. I'm chopping it down on Thursday. So that's how, and that'll be 63 days, 9 times 7. Yeah. 9.
Yeah.
Oh, you went 10 weeks. Hang on.
I go 70 days with lemon Jeffrey.
Okay. Now
Time out, boys. Y'all can discuss that in a moment. I'm starving and I'm ready to make some ranch dressing. So
yummy.
we got a package of ranch dressing. On the back, it tells you in a bowl, combine 1 cup of milk, done, and 1 cup of mayonnaise. And this is the can of mayonnaise from last week, half and half. Like I did put some half regular mayonnaise and half can of mayonnaise. To be real honest, you mix real well together and you refrigerate for 30 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. So now y'all can go back to talking about how long it takes what.
Well, yeah. Except I got one quick question for you, Paula. What would be the purpose for putting it in the fridge for 30 minutes?
To thicken up.
So just the act of making it colder is going to thicken it.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Like last week when I made the mayonnaise, it was kind of runny, really soupy. And then after it refrigerated by the end of the show, it was back, it was the right consistency.
Right on.
So I'm going to get a whisk and we're going to whisk this together and put it in the refrigerator and bake some cheese sticks.
Woohoo. And
are we going back to how many days or what, or do we want to talk about the first article before I forget about it? Because it's about where Captain 420's from or grew or wherever. I'm stoned and trying to remember.
Article.
Okay.
Article.
Well, I'll give out the headline here. It says Thailand will give away 1 million weed plants. That's just fucking amazing, y'all. Like, that's just like, The Southeast Asian country will soon allow residents to grow cannabis for medical use. Smoking pot recreational still carries harsh penalties. Thailand has said and plans to give away 1 million cannabis plants to households across the nation in an effort to generate enthusiasm for law-taking efforts next month that will allow residents to grow weed for their personal medicine use or a small-scale commercial enterprise. That's just fucking amazing, y'all.
Yeah, really.
That is awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. From nothing to a shitload more than something. It's funny how it changed so quickly.
But when I seen this, I totally thought of Captain 420, our buddy, our friend. So I was, wanted to give him a shout out too this morning. Hope all is well with him.
Yeah. I believe he's going to be heading back to Thailand probably within the next short while. So it'll be a different world he'll be going back to, I would imagine.
All right, we're all mixed, guys. As you can see, Uncle Rick, we're really soupy, like it's soup.
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna throw it in the refrigerator, make our cheese sticks, and talk some more news and smoke some more weed, people.
Now, from what I used to understand, I think back in Thailand, like over that side of across the map, some of them are very, very strict penalties. I believe like Fudu Mayo, like a strain that Jinx Proof got, he got out of Thailand, I believe, from somebody. And if he would have got busted with that, he'd do like a life sentence in jail or prison. I mean, I think that's pretty bizarre that them countries still carry them harsh penalties. So
in the article here, it says, under the current Thai law, the recreational use of highly potent marijuana is still forbidden. And tourists convicted of possessing the drug can face up to 15 years in prison. So it's not a clear-cut thing. I'd be curious to see like what's, how a person would qualify for to be allowed to grow their own medicine. I guess what I'm getting at is, is this being qualified as medicine or recreational? And I don't know who's going to determine that. A doctor.
Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, let's hope it all goes into the right direction, because just imagine being a tourist and going over there and getting a little bit of cannabis and then just getting popped with it, or just getting in trouble with it, and then being faced all that time out of country and then not being able to come back. It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad that it still goes on in today's society.
Well, I mean, there's actors and actresses and people that were in the Olympics that had to deal with all of this too, in different countries, getting caught with a vape pen, a cannabis vape pen. There was that one athlete, she was a woman, and they were going to ban her and keep her in jail over there. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. And you know what? You're right. It is absolutely fucking ridiculous. But we all, at a personal level, we all should understand and respect the laws of a country that we are visiting. And, we're a guest in their country and really should abide by their laws, but if we like them or not. But it's, it's a step in the right direction. The mass plant distribution project is scheduled to take place starting next month and will allow residents to grow medical grade, and in brackets, it says that is low THC. Okay, I get it. So these plants that they're distributing will be CBD plants. Will allow residents to grow low grade marijuana without government permission. Large scale businesses will need a permit. So, okay. So
here's my thing on that though. I mean, just because they give you a seed that is supposedly genetically low in testing, can you not make it, if you know how to grow properly with the right nutrients and everything like that, can you not make it a better pheno, I guess is the word I'm looking for, or are they getting away of the breeding things? Like, can you breed them and make your own?
Yeah, I breed it to like a high THC strain and not even tell anybody about it and pop it in the ground out there, and be like, this is what you sent me.
Why couldn't you just switch the seed out? You know what I mean? They send it and you got another seed of something. Hey, that's what you sent me, motherfuckers.
Good point. I don't know. Are they sending out seeds or clones? I'm not sure about that. Not that it makes a big difference, but what was I going to say about that? I'm not even high yet. Fuck.
No, but
Take a hit.
What's my excuse, man? Fuck.
I don't know. I agree with probably not giving out seeds and handing out clones would probably be regulating the CBD a little bit more, so people doesn't have their hands on a bunch of seeds and then they could play the stuff like we were saying, saying, oh, I just got a high THC seed from Europe and popped it in the ground. So instead, they go to a depot or the doctor and they hand them a clone. That's a different story, because you really can't do much with that.
I love all these videos. They're just amazing.
Yeah. So.
No, that answers my voice since it's so screwed up today. if I have to say something, I'll just pop a video.
Okay, sounds great. Well, is there, but I like that, you know, the decriminalization is a good thing too, you know what I mean, for Thailand. So that's, you know, within itself is a great thing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was just reading that part too. And I heard somebody else make a reference to Singapore in a show a while back, but what is this? In nearby Singapore, for instance, possessing it carries a jail term of up to a decade, and trafficking is punishable by death. And this fella, the interviewee had said that there was a fella over in, he's actually a doctor in Singapore, and he was a cannabis advocate, and ended up prescribing cannabis, and ended up receiving the death sentence. Since then, it's been reduced down to life, but it's just incredible to imagine that somebody in today's society could be either executed or put in jail for life for smoking this little flower.
That's just craziness.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then on top of it all, the medicine, the cannabis or hemp has been in our medicine for years that the government just didn't tell us about.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in there. They just don't tell you.
So also, I know Uncle Rick has already said it, chat. Cheers. Good morning to everybody that has joined us. Remember to be in live chat. It's, you know, that's where it happens. Live chat, not top chat.
Dr. Leave You Alone joined us. Laura, good to see you. Kingfisher, always great to see you, my friend. Ziggy's Garden. As a matter of fact, Kingfisher, I would like to know that day that you were landing in Vancouver before you jump on the ferry to take you up to the cruise ship to take you to Alaska. Who knows? Maybe we can hook up. That'd be cool.
That would be
I think
fun.
it's in July. He's taking that trip. That'll be fun. The beautiful trip.
So, Uncle Rick, this next article, how do you pronounce that town or Providence or?
Okay. Okay. This is the Okanagan. The region is the Okanagan
Okay.
in British Columbia here. Yeah.
Oh, so Okanagan. I'm gonna butcher that name this morning. I'm tongue tied and everything. Look at that. Cannabis retailers sue Providence over illegal on reserve pot shops. A group of cannabis retailers in Okanagan and Sue Swap. I'm Green Goddess. I'm so sorry if you're watching this early. I'm murdering these names.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm reading
a group of retailers in the Okanagan and Shuswap.
Aha.
Yeah.
Is suing the Providence, alleging it has failed to enforce the Cannabis Control and Licensing Act on First Nation reserved. The lawsuit was filed in Supreme Court of British Columbia and Victoria this week. The notice of claim alleges that cannabis sold on reserves is not proceed in accordance with the regulatory regime set out in the Federal Cannabis Act. So is it just that the reserves have a different set of cannabis laws, or what is that there, Uncle Rick?
Okay, so the short answer is yes. I believe it may be similar to the situations on reserves in the U.S. in that that is their land, and they govern their own land, and so they have their own set of rules. I would argue that in well, probably 80-90% of the cases that the quality, there's no issue there. I know for Green Goddess, all of their product is all tested for all of anything that shouldn't be in it, and that's basically the only argument that they've got. And I can't see this going anywhere, and I don't even understand. I don't understand why they would be suing the British Columbia, the province, as opposed to the country, the federal, because cannabis is basically a federal jurisdiction. I don't claim to understand how it all works,
Right.
but
Well, they're saying that like it's in one part here, it says the retailers are seeking damage of at least 40,000, no, 40
million. I think it was million.
Yeah,
I
million.
think so.
And want an order forcing the province to prohibit unlicensed cannabis sales on reserve. So are they not licensed? Is that what it is? They're just not
They are okay.
dispensaries
They are
not licensed.
Yeah, they are not licensed through Health Canada, but they are licensed through their own jurisdiction, through their each area.
Reserves have their own like list of them or whatever in their registry.
Yeah, they have their own government.
Land.
Yeah, they have their own government, and yeah, so they should. And they've learned this before. The federal government has learned this, but you shouldn't be fucking with these people. You know, I mean, they're pissed off already, and
Right.
so just like find another place to place your arguments.
Right. See here, like here in Oklahoma, ours is all over about the casinos. The casinos are a big thing here, and most of the casinos are on those lands and things like that. So it's a matter of how much tax do they pay in for that here. So we don't have the problem with the marijuana per se. It's the whole gambling thing for us.
Yeah, and you suggest like it's a problem.
Well, it's what our government spends a good amount of time dealing with, like the Indians, not necessarily Indian, but the politics of that, you know, pushing our governor and our state to reduce their taxes or to reduce the amount of money that they have to pay in and then you got our governor pushing back to their lands and their people to, you know, pay their taxes.
Yeah. There's so many. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, to me, it you guys were saying it, and so was Paul. It boils down to like, you know, not following corporate rules, like corporate from out of their area, even though it's their area, and it boils down to money and taxes. Like you guys are making all this money here. Where is ours? And it boils down to corporate cannabis trying to get more money, or the government trying to get more money out of something, you know, casinos, anything. Like they got their hands in our state, you know what I mean? We pay out the nose for taxes for cannabis. So
yeah, and I could be corrected, but I do believe. Well, no, I'm pretty sure that these retail stores on reserve land, they do pay taxes. I mean, I don't think they would, you know, they pay federal sales tax and all that. So I don't think that's necessarily going to be an issue.
Right.
But that's not going to go anywhere. You know, they're going to win that.
I honestly can't see it. Yeah.
Right.
But once again, paperwork, money, people's time wasted again in the system.
Yeah, no shit. That's a bad one.
Right.
Yeah.
So our cheese sticks are in the oven. We got 6 minutes.
I can't stand it.
Ah. How about a dab frog? We take another hit,
It's like a plan.
right?
Family Farms, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Oof.
I've got okay. Oh, okay. I'm trying to read these deleted messages. Somebody got into our chat and get a little
Oh.
crazy there. Yima, fucking ha, dogs, days, gardens, good to see you.
It's Monday morning. It's too early for all that, huh?
Ronnie. Yeah, but when these bots or whatever, the ones that have offering all these sexual services for money, fuck, they never follow me. And that's the last thing I'd be doing is deleting them, for God's
Is
sake.
it my apron that's bringing them around today? Is that our malfunction? My apron is doing.
Did you see Johnny's got a new friend over there?
We did. He's got a little turtle.
Its name is The Rock. That's what the boy wanted to name it. He's so pretty.
So you found him?
We were golfing and my stepdad looked down and he was laying like this upside down and he was like, "What is that?" And I looked and I picked him up and it was a turtle. And I'm like, you know what, man? He's so cool. I'm going to take him home. The boy will like it and give him a little pet. He's been wanting fish, but I think this will be easier to take care of than a fish for him.
So, yeah, but that's an exotic animal, isn't it? I mean, it's not indigenous to your golf course. Somebody must have thrown him away or something. He looks pretty fancy. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's he eating? What do you?
The boys went and dug up some worms yesterday, and then we threw some lettuce in there. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to the pet store later today and talk to them and find out what more, and get him build a nice aquarium and get him everything he needs properly to eat. I also saw like sardines and stuff like that too. They like. So I'm going to do a little bit more investigating, but I'm going to make sure he's fed till I figure out what he really likes.
Cool. Right on. Did he eat the lettuce?
Yeah, he ate some of the lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about maybe throwing a fan leaf in there or something, see if he likes any fan leaf.
I want to know how he ended up in his fucking back. That's what I want to know.
I don't know. We seen the red reflected off the sun, the sun coming down, and that's what really caught our attention. And then we looked and realized it was just a little baby turtle.
Huh. Cool.
Could have been a hawk. We got a lot of hawks out there.
Yeah, a lot of them out there.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's lucky.
The Rock.
Does he give you the people's eyebrow?
Can you tell what Paul is cooking?
That's great. So we want to go on to the next one about the feds funding research on a role of cannabis in treating cancer.
Absolutely.
311, you want to take this one, buddy?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, the federal government is promoting funding opportunities for researchers to study the benefits and risks of marijuana for cancer patients. In a notice of special interest posted by the National Institutes of Health on Thursday, the agency said that about 4 cancer patients have reported using cannabis products to manage their symptoms, including anorexia, nausea, and pain. But research about their health benefits included potential harms and benefits remaining limited. So the National Cancer Institute said that the purpose of solicitation is to promote research in understanding the mechanisms in which cannabis and cannabinoids affect cancer biology, cancer interception, cancer treatment, and resistance and management of cancer symptoms. Sorry.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see more research. That's probably the biggest thing that has held us back is the fact that it's a Schedule 1 drug, and being a Schedule 1 drug, the federal government won't provide any funds for research. So every time we see this is wonderful. And guess what? You know what? We don't have a clue, the wonderful, incredible medicinal benefits of this plant. And once we start doing some really in-depth research, there's going to be some incredible things come out of it. Not that we haven't learned it.
Yeah, it makes me real excited that they're doing this more and more now, because in my own personal experience, I've seen in multiple patients how marijuana's helped them, and how they went from basically being able to do nothing to one guy was just happy to be able to get up and walk to the bathroom on his own. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to see what transpires in 5-10 years from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
No, I've been reading through this more, and I really like that the studies that they're coming out with this. I mean, they're actually putting this in conjunction with other people that are having other elements, like tobacco use, alcohol use, and just underlying ailments, like even with just pain. So people that suffer with pain every day, like back pain, headaches, just trauma from PTSD and stuff. I mean, stuff that they're coming out with just with CBD and cancer and helping properties in the biology system of the human being. I mean, this is incredible. I love reading this stuff.
Yeah,
it really does. We're making so many steps forward in this. I mean, they've been doing it for years, but somebody's been actually really pushing scientists. Like, this is a healing medication. This is healing plant. This plant is for healing purposes. It's been forever. It's been forever. Just the time and money that is had to be done to, fund all of this is finally coming to light.
Yeah. It's been a long road, but you know what? I can see the end I can see the end. And truly, in my life, I never thought that cannabis would ever become legal. So already I'm a step ahead than what I imagined. And like you said, in the next 5-10 years, it's going to be pretty exciting.
I mean, do I just go get a shot and then I'm cured? That'd be great.
Well, they're really from, a little further in the article, it really sounds like they're trying to understand the biology of this too. You know what I mean? And not just, somebody taking this and just being happy with what they're taking and feeling better and, doing a scan. They're wanting to know the biology of it, which is fantastic in my opinion too.
Right. It's not a placebo.
So geez, I got distracted by chat there, but so this is my vision. This is what I can perceive, and I got to tell you that I used to be involved with all that positive power of positive thinking, being a salesman and all that. And there was one quote that I had heard a long time ago, and I think it was from Napoleon Hill. And this, when I heard this quote, this is long before like computers and like, I mean, where we've come in the last 50, 100 years. But basically he said, anything that the mind of man can conceive and believe, it will achieve. So anything you can imagine, and if you truly believe in it, you can do it. You can do it. And I believe that one day, once they've achieved the level of science studies into this, I believe that we'll be able to walk up to a vending machine and be able to say, okay, here's my deal. I have a bit of trouble with my appetite. Push that button, and can't sleep too well at night, and push that button. And yeah, I got a pain. Well, the pain is actually, it's in my upper right shoulder. Push that button, and boom, out is going to come your medicine. There you go. There, I said it.
That's going to be a very genetic medicine. So I hope it works for everybody with those same elements.
What do you got there, Paula?
Oh, my cheese sticks are done. I'm just letting them cool off. And we got about another, 10 minutes for the ranch dressing to be ready to go. So
Is it thickening up? Were you sneaking a peek there?
I jiggled the bowl. It jiggled a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna give a little preview for what I'm for.
Oh, tomorrow's preview. We were cutting in and out there, Johnny. We were like robot.
But I think we're going to get a sneak peek of his backyard. Is that what's going on there?
I think
Maybe.
so.
Yeah, that poor little plant that he had to hide under a bucket for a couple of weeks.
Oh.
But I think I saw it earlier in the show. Oh, I think he just had it there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and freshened up in here today, and then I'm doing 6. I'm putting them in pots this year, but I'm gonna have holes in the bottom so it can go down to the. If the roots want to escape and get in the ground, they'll have a chance to do that. But I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I popped 2 lemon martinis for our grow show, and then I popped 2 GG4s. Well, the 2 lemon, or one of the lemon martinis and one of the GG4s is already in my flower room. Is that a mushroom?
Squirrel.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got some happy soil there, buddy. You got
Yeah,
happy soil.
Do you know how happy that right there makes me?
Wow.
Right.
I might
Yeah.
just go into the ground now. Who knows?
Now, those
I would-
pots the pots you're using, excuse me, are they going to be the fabric pots?
No, they're actually them plastic totes, like storage container. One of them's 33 gallons.
Okay, and but you said you're going to cut the bottom out so they'll grow into they can grow into the ground.
The amount of
John,
places-
we should dude, I'll just bring my rotor tiller over
right.
and let's
Like, I was gonna
just
say-
put 4 buckets. I got 4 garbage cans here full of used super soil, dude. We'll just till it in, put some Pride Lands freaking earth shine in there and
You can
re-amend the
make me some
soil.
worm towers like me, Johnny, and we could have a competition. Throw your
There you
babies
go.
in the ground with the worm tower. I got my babies in the ground with worm towers. We can see who grows better.
I love growing.
In the ground, dude.
I'm thinking so now, especially after I seen them mushrooms weren't there the other day, were they?
No.
No.
When we put up that fence. So I mean, I like that soil.
Just
But you
leave
can
it be. We'll
easily-
dump a bunch of soil down.
I was just fixing to say easily amend it just a little bit because I just threw some cow manure and we had the pine bedding and everything from the chicken coop that we've been raking over the area, and we just tilled the shit out of it and, you know, got everything to do. And these little babies are doing fantastic in the ground.
Good.
We only got to go down like a foot.
Right?
Is that the lemon Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty.
What, oh, no, you did mention the smell on that. I've got a, and I meant to ask Caribou, well, I will get around to it, but I was in the garden yesterday and I got the lemon Jeffrey, but I've also got the orange gasm. And I was in the area of the orange gasm when suddenly I detected a strong scent of eucalyptus. And it was so distinct. I really, really enjoyed that. But I don't know. I'm assuming it was coming from the orange gasm.
Yeah, I ran orange gasm and it's got this like arcid orange peel lavender smell like you just described. If you get like that one's greasy orange peels all the way through. It's fabulous smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just I can't keep all these strains. I try to keep the ones he's not gonna ever make again, like hoverboard. You know, so I got like that one and garlic goat, but now he's gonna remake that. So, you know.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
How's everything coming along over there, Paula?
Just fabulous. I went actually to go get the ranch.
Did it thicken?
Yeah, I
A
mean,
little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's definitely, I mean, it squeezed out of a bottle good. So I'm gonna have some cheese sticks and ranch dressing for breakfast.
Oh, God. This is the best part. This is the best part. Good morning, Thunder, Dan, Shredder, Raider, Dag, Vader. Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Does look really good.
Hey, you're gonna eat this on camera, I hope.
I'm switching. I'm switching.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Calm it down. Calm it down.
Okay. First bite.
Okay.
Little more. Okay, you
Yeah,
got a
that
good
was
dip.
part
You
of
got a
it.
good.
I gotta
Come
put
on the
I
show.
gotta tear it. I have to tear it in pieces. So I tore it off. There's the cheese.
Oh, look at. Oh my God. Mmm. Oh. Oh. That tastes so good. So good. Do your happy dance.
Monday Mambo.
Right? Oh, that's so good. You can't even taste no canna. I love it. I love it. That's the best way.
Good morning. Good morning.
I love how y'all like to be tortured by eating food in the morning.
I can almost taste it though.
Mm. It is so good though. It's been a long time since I've made ranch from a package or just ranch in general. I usually buy it in a bottle. So probably haven't done this in about 10 or 15 years and it really is just fucking delicious, man.
Good. And it'll store in the fridge for a while. Yeah. Maybe.
I would probably try to use it up within 7 days.
Uh-huh.
But right now, for us, like our weather is going to be in the 90s and whatnot. So we like a lot of sandwiches and salads. So it's easy to use it as a spread and salads fairly fast.
Definitely.
So yeah. But yeah.
This is for you, Laura. Okay.
Well, we won't have to worry about that. The apron's coming off. We're done. That's funny. All right, so the next article I really like too. It's about the tax cut in California. I think that's just fucking amazing that that's happening or want to happen. California governor proposes marijuana tax cut to combat illicit markets. The governor of California unveiled an updated budget proposal on Friday that calls for the elimination of state marijuana cultivation tax and revised cannabis tax revenue allocations. Governor Gavin Newsom May revised budget would take steps intended to combat the illicit market and make the legal industry more competitive in the large part by zeroing out the cultivation tax that marijuana businesses currently incur. So, I mean, I think as a consumer, I think that's fucking ecstatic and amazing that they're going to try to help the everyday person there out with to receive their medicine since they are recreational, to lower that tax.
Yeah, definitely. It's well, you know what the irony of it is? I'm just thinking that like with alcohol and tobacco, it's called a sin tax, they call it. And where cannabis is, we'd like to think of it more as a medicine, but yet it's classified maybe, and because that's what they've done. They've classified it as a sin tax, thinking they can tax the shit out of it, and nobody's
lettuce.
going to. And what?
Devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce, yeah.
That's what they've tried to make society think it is for the last 40 years. You know what? It's coming over that what's that word I'm looking for? Stoner money.
Stigmatism.
Yeah, well, yeah, where they've been known as something that ain't the truth. You know what I mean? That they said weed was bad, dare, drugs, war against drugs, all that bullshit. It's evil, it's bad. No, it's not.
Oh,
Stigmatism, yeah. I think I don't know.
So I'm trying to compare this to the prohibition of alcohol. Then came legalization, and legalization was supposed to suppress the black market. And I guess to a great degree, with alcohol, I'm talking about, to a great degree, it did. So why isn't it working in California? Because I've heard some of the prices, like $400 pounds, even less, like some of the outdoor market in California. Well, and in many cases where they were just simply they couldn't sell it, they were just burning it.
Right. For me, the few times that I've talked to people, in California and whatnot, they pay more money than I pay here, like for an eighth and for quarter, per gram. It's maybe like $1 to $2 more per gram, but and they have a recreational program. We're in a medical, so that's how much more taxes that they have all the way around, which is a lot.
Yeah. I don't know everything that's going on in California. All I know is it isn't a mess. Well, it's in a mess in many places around the continent, but well, yeah. Okay. So if it's going to solve the problem, fantastic.
Right.
I don't know if the problem is the black market. Maybe the black market. I like this. What Buds of Smoking's got there. Maybe the like I would like to think that in many cases, the black market provides a service to the industry in keeping these fuckers honest, keeping the prices low as possible.
Well, in my opinion, though, is it great that they're going to lower the taxes, but you're never going to get rid of the black market. I mean, come on, there's still people today who black market alcohol. I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. It's an art. You know what I mean? So I don't. I call it an art. Who knows? We might be going back to that type of art, if you know what I mean.
Hey, but Uncle Rick, going back to how you were trying to do the comparison with the alcohol and the weed, you know, if you notice though, in the last 10 years, now everybody's home brewing their own beers. You know what I mean? So it went from prohibition to the only people making it is the big companies, and now it's gained more popularity with everybody making their home brews with the machines and so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a full
yeah.
Well, we have to thank COVID to that, to be real honest. I mean, because COVID pushed everybody, you know, businesses and things weren't open. You couldn't find it on the shelf. So more people learned to do things at home if they really wanted it. So, you know, I think we're all going to come back to that, to be real honest, finding, you know, things that we can all do at home more.
Yeah. But you know what? You know, there's a doing the alcohol comparison. Like if everybody just chilled out a little bit, there's enough for everybody. We don't have to be greedy. There's always going to be the home grower. There's always going to be the black market. There's always going to be the Budweisers, and there's always going to be the craft brewer.
Exactly.
We just reopened. They just reopened another little pub in town, and that's what they specialize in, craft beer. And so there's room for all of us. We've all got to
Exactly.
chill.
And everybody has their niche and their prices and their quality and things that they can do and benefit the society too. If you really think about it, like you say, there's a spot for all of us.
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, but anybody that knows me know I have a tendency to jump around and never stay on topic. But I just want to say hi to, I want to make sure I got the pronunciation correct. Donkey Kongington. I want to say hi to, but I also want to say good morning to Weedner DWC. And something I've been thinking about you, Weed Nerd, is you have got a voice for radio. And I don't know if is that a compliment?
I agree. I think that, well, maybe.
You know,
you might need to make sure your hands are back up while you talk.
But no, I listened to your voice, and boy, it's a really, it's like a nice radio voice. Anyway, there, I just had to say that. Hoobie, did I say good morning to you? I said good morning over in chat there earlier, but we are in, oh fuck, am I in top chat? Oh no, jeez. Rookie mistake.
Hey, since you're going to switch to live chat, you might as well hit that like button or dislike, up to you.
Thank you, but in the words of Prophet, I can't like or dislike the show until the show is over. Okay, that's the only way you can truly do it. Shoot.
Prophet.
Yeah. Hey, great to see everybody this morning. Great way. You know, I'll be honest with you. These wake and bakes, you know, sometimes it just depends on how I slept the night before, how excited I am to partake in it. But when I do get into it and have a couple of tokes, and what a way to start the morning, start the day, start the week.
Yeah.
I like I like Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning show just because I wake up and it's something I go to bed looking forward to it because I know I'm going to wake up and be around y'all and chat and bullshit and be in a good mood. And there's no better way to start the day off. You know what I mean?
Fucking right.
Exactly.
And watching Paula cook is just an added bonus.
Oh my God.
Thanks. I like hanging
Yeah.
out with y'all and sharing. And it's always a good time. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So what else is on what have we got
What's on
here?
We have the
New York.
the last one is New York Senator files a bill for a community marijuana gardens for adults who can't grow at home. That's what-
Wow.
Do you want to take that one, Uncle Rick?
Sure. Yeah. That's just wonderful. So a New York senator filed a bill on Thursday that would legalize and would essentially be licensed community marijuana gardens for people who aren't able to cultivate cannabis at their own homes. The rules for home grow under New York's adult use marijuana law are still being developed, but Senator Jeremy Cooney, a Democrat who is looking ahead and aiming to address a likely challenge that will emerge for renters or people living in urban areas. That is fantastic. That's again, we're getting back to more and more normalization, which I think normalization is going to be the key to reducing or hopefully one day eliminating the stigma associated with cannabis. So yeah, gee whiz, go out to the community garden and grow your cannabis. That's wonderful.
Right. I mean, they should. I mean, because New York doesn't have a lot of places you can grow to, first of all. You know what I mean? It's a tightly packed city. So if you can find a rooftop, and do a community grow, why not have it, allow the building to grow on the rooftop or something like that, or have a caregiver to take care of said place and provide for the building type situation. That would be cool.
It would, but I could see an IPM nightmare.
Well,
hey, you got spider mites and thrips over here. This guy just walked through the forest. He's coming to check out the community garden. So, he's bringing on some mites with him and some russets. But,
good point. And also, there could be some theft issues as well.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I just the thing that I appreciate about it is that they're just looking for normalization instead of worrying about should we legalize it or should we, keep it a criminal. We're talking about, hey, what about community gardens? It just gives me a warm feeling for sure.
But they should do it. I mean, they should do it, and people just should be respectful. It's for the community. And if you're respectful and there's some kind of rules and guidelines like, hey, just make sure you wash your feet before you go in and, have like sandals or some kind of Crocs or something,
Right.
just.
Well, that's what I was maybe back
would
that
work.
down to a single caretaker to take care of a rooftop grow. You know what I mean? That
Absolutely.
could be, the other people could provide other things to the garden without actually entering the garden. You know what I mean? And just have one good caregiver, like you, 311. You could be our caregiver of our building. We'll just provide you with everything you need, and you can be our caregiver since you grow bomb.
Yeah. And then you could have visitors. You could have days where if everybody wants to check out what they're doing and donating to, they could come through. And I mean, there's all kinds of ways to do this, but yeah, do it. It's always a step in the right direction doing these things like this, and bringing the community together.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If they get bugs, they get bugs. You know what? Then we try again next year. But at least they're bringing the community together. Who cares?
Here.
Well, and then that probably goes into finding your type of plants or your strains that are resistant to that IP in that particular area and environment too, right?
Right.
Now, I would imagine that is already an existing issue with community gardens, bringing in pests and pathogens and so on. So hopefully they do have some, even before they've allowed cannabis in these community gardens, that they have some rules in place to hopefully mitigate any of those problems.
Community Caribou Heart Community Gardens coming soon.
Love it. Well, hey, we can franchise that. We could franchise that.
Because I'm sure we'd have some heck of donations. That's what I'm saying.
Well, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I think we've covered our news articles, and it was easy peasy this morning for the ranch dressing. Any chat, if you have any ideas. I know Dr. LeBay, we talked about making maybe making some soap. Lord, that was a tongue twister for me. Had to slow down some. So maybe doing something like that, or I don't know. We'll figure something out and cook up something yummy next week. And we have tomorrow morning show and tomorrow evening. So, we'll get to see you tomorrow again.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks again, Uncle Rick, for stopping by. Such a pleasure to have you.
Oh my goodness, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank
Donnie,
you,
y'all
Chat.
both have a good day. Buds, thanks. Love
Thank you,
this
Chat.
video too, and chat as well. Yes, thanks so much.
Later, guys. Later, chat.
Later.
Love y'all.
Bye, Bob.
Jeez.
That is so badass. And it goes slow enough where I can read it.
So we're still on. Yeah, I just realized that I didn't type a word into chat. Got to get there we go.
You get it done, Uncle Rick?
Yeah, we're done. We got it in there.